My name is Martha Baker. I'm an RN at Jackson Health System down in Miami, Florida, and president of SEIU, Local 1991. We represent the nurses, doctors, and healthcare professionals at Jackson Health System. We're here with hundreds yesterday and today, not just nurses, doctors, and healthcare workers, but teachers, consumers, faith-based leaders, and obviously our elected officials to help us fight on this very important issue of healthcare in this country and in this state. We actually see patients die unnecessarily because they have no access to healthcare.
I'm Kathleen Voss Woolrich, and I came here to tell you about my best friend, Charlene Dill. Last Friday, she died. She worked really hard to provide for her kids. She did babysitting, cleaned houses, collected cans for recycling and took them to recycling centers and got money for it, and sold vacuum cleaners, whatever it took. But Charlene had health problems. She had pulmonary stenosis, sepsis from tooth decay, fibromyalgia, and a lot of other health issues from these conditions. When she separated from her husband in 2009, that was the last time she had reliable health insurance. She was bounced on and off Medicaid, but last year she was totally denied coverage. She could not afford her medications. She could not afford to see a doctor. She didn't make enough to qualify for a subsidy to get Obamacare. She took care of my daughter when I needed to work. When I was in the hospital, she took my daughter. I tried to help her. On Friday last week, Charlene was making a sales call at a customer's home who would hopefully sell a vacuum cleaner. She died in the living room of this stranger's house. Her heart just gave out on her. I got the call about it in the afternoon and it broke my heart. And since then, I'm raising money online to try to pay for her funeral. What makes me sick is that Charlene did not have to die. The Florida legislature could have helped her. Governor Scott could have helped her. They didn't. Will Weatherford has scared Republicans in the House into not expanding health care for Floridians like Charlene by bullying other Republicans. What I'm here to say to the governor and to the legislators is I'm not here to condemn you, but I'm here to say be brave. Stand up for your constituents. Take care of us and be brave. My best friend died because she didn't have the medical care she needed because Florida, my state, and I'm a fifth generation Floridian, decided not to take the money that would have helped her.
My name's Denise Glass. I'm a longtime nurse in the surgical intensive care unit where one of our specialties is putting in a specialty heart pump. My young patient who came in, young college student, ended up with a deadly virus which basically killed his heart, caused his heart to swell. It wasn't going to work anymore. And you multiply 365 times 6 patients a day, that's a whole lot of people that are dying here in the state of Florida that we could help.
I'm Pastor Devin Wright. I do pastor here in Tallahassee. But the reason that the Ministerial Alliance here in Tallahassee has decided that it is important for us to stand here with labor unions and others in order to fight this battle on healthcare expansion, because this is a moral issue. They have worked hard and tirelessly, and they are just as much a part of the system as anyone else. And how can we say that 6 of their deaths a day is just something that we don't think about?
I'm the leader of the House Democrats. We can do it. We can do it now. The money's there. There's no need for us not to do it. Some of us have taken a position that we will not vote for this budget if it does not include health care.
6 people a day are dying because they do not have health care. That is extremely important. They say they care about life. They say they care about all these things about being pro-life. Well, let's make it happen.
What's most important is that we continue the pressure on the governor. The buck stops at the governor's office.
It is impossible for a person without his or her medication to truly pursue happiness. We have 51 billion reasons why we ought to insist that the words of Thomas Jefferson, or live to its fullest.
For the first time in American history, Florida, who has been a donor state, is in a position to get back more money than it ever has in taxpayer dollars that Floridians have put out to protect Floridians. And the person standing in the way of it is the governor of that state. That is an oxymoron.
We have people that not only deserve this, but need this. Yes. And the state of Florida is standing in the way of 51 billion, B, not M, $51 billion that we gave. So you know what we're doing? We're providing health care for other people in other states, and that's not fair and that's not right.
He's not in.
He's a monologue.
Is there someone we can speak to?
Yes. I need to know what the issue is.
Medicaid expansion, healthcare for Floridians, 6 of them dying a day because of the decision by our electeds. Need the governor to stand strong. So we've got the message. This office doesn't care about health care. If you could just give them the message. This isn't, obviously not an urgent issue to them.